Hello, this is one of my YouTube videos which has taken place a little bit longer than my usual weekly videos. I was thinking about this particular topic. This is unrelated to medicine as such or unrelated to theology as such, but maybe a complicated or complex between the two. So I'm going to talk about some of the evidence, and I'm sure this will change over a period of time, and it's already changing, is about the reincarnation and sleep. I was thinking about it, and when you come across how the memory is stored, we still don't know fully in medicines or in neurology how the memory is stored. Apparently, there are two kinds of memories which are stored. One is called procedure memory. Procedure memory could be like learning a bicycle, or learning how to send an email, or learning how to do certain cooking. So this is called procedure memory. The other types of memories are related to the other tasks that we do day to day. It appears that some of the memory consolidation occurs in the Rem sleep. The experiments were done with the mice when mice were taught to navigate into certain maze to get a food or avoid electrical current or shock. When they learned that behavior and they were allowed to sleep, their performance was much better than if they were not allowed to sleep after learning. So apparently it looks like that the memory consolidation does occur with the sleep. This has been also proved with even adults as to the recall of randomly told words or things which are unrelated. And then when people were or volunteers were allowed to sleep, and when they recalled it, their memory recall was much better for these random words than when they were not allowed to sleep and retested. So it appears that the memory consolidation occurs during sleep, and maybe the sleep, one of the reasons for sleep is that we have memory consolidation, as well as, of course, there is a metabolic reason for it too. In the beginning, people were thinking that the Rem sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep, was the main area of consolidation. And again, it was thought that procedural memory was consolidated in the REM. What was curious thing that I realized is that the infants or the newborn infants up to maybe first 3 months or so have a REM sleep as a predominant predominant sleep pattern. It's also considered as an active sleep, because during that period, the brain is active. So in the non-REM sleep, the stage 1 sleep is very superficial sleep or very light sleep. The majority of the sleep in adults is stage 2 sleep. The REM is somewhere between 20 to 25%. The slow wave sleep, which is very deep sleep, where the brain rests significantly, is another 25% or 15 to 20%. And then the stage 1 sleep is very small amount, which is maybe 5%. Stage 2 is about 45 to 55. And so the REM sleep in adults is about 20-25%. But in infants or newborns, it is about 50%. And sometimes it is the pattern in which they start sleeping. The question that came to my mind is, what are they consolidating? The only activity that is involved by the infant is suckling or eating, rather drinking milk, and randomly moving their legs and hands, or upper extremity and lower extremity, without any purpose. There is some grasp which is a reflex, but certainly most of the other things are reflex. There is no learning. Now, certainly it is possible that learning the faces of their caregivers, mother or father or brother or sister or nanny, is possible. But then a thought came to my mind that is it possible that the consolidation of memory that is occurring is the memories that they have brought from the last lives that are going to come to fruition in this life. And maybe it takes first 3 months to consolidate those memories, incorporating into the physical brain from the astral memory stored brain. A little bit different and difficult to understand, but as I've stated in some of the few videos in the past, that whatever we do repeatedly, it creates an impression, which we call it as memory. The impressions are stored in the physical brain, but we carry them in an abstract form in the astral brain. So suppose I love sweets, and I repeatedly eat sweet stuff. Again, it depends on what is sweet available in that environment. Maybe it's donuts or cookies if you are in America. Maybe it's baklava if you are in Greek or Middle East. It may be jalebi or shrikhand or laddu if you are born in India. Ultimately, it is stored as an abstract in the next life as love for sweet, addiction for sweet, lust for sweet. And that will be carried to the next life. So this is a memory which is stored in a physical brain while we are alive with a physical body, stored in an astral brain when the physical body dies, and astral and causal body continue to be reborn with a new physical body. So that consolidation from an astral aspect or astral brain into the physical brain may be occurring in REM sleep in the first part of infancy, 1 to 3 months. And that's the reason maybe there's a predominance of REM sleep in infants only up to a certain age. This is just a theory. There's no proof for it, as if you look at scientifically, there is no proof for astral and causal bodies. Theologically and indirectly, there is a proof. So only certain, let's say we have stored billion memories of different forms. Not all of them are going to come to fruition in this life. So we may have a love for certain human beings that we come in contact with, mother, father, brother, sister, spouse, neighbors, teachers, etc. We might have food desires. We may have musical desires. We may have drug, alcohol desires. We may have sex desires. So all these things, all the actions that we do are stored in an abstract form, but not all of them are going to come to fruition or are not going to be effectively affecting our present life or the new life when we are born as an infant. Only certain of them would be carried in this life to come to fruition in present physical body life. So how do they come to the fruition? And one of the thoughts that I'm proposing is that in a REM sleep, a consolidation of memories that are going to come to fruition occurs from astral, abstract memory storage to a physical brain of the new infant body. This is a provocative and a radical thought. I certainly don't have any proof for it, but maybe someday we will get it. So REM sleep consolidation of memory in infant could be high percentage because there are lots of memories that are going to come to be brought to this life. As we grow as an adult, this reduces, so our REM sleep is reduced. Thank you for watching. I'm going to touch on this again next time. If you like, please subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.